Hi guys, so hopefully the sun doesn't wash this video out because this is what we're working with. This is going to be a little quick declutter series. I don't really do like springtime cleaning. I tend to clean right before the new year. Like I like to go into the new year with less, and then I'll do like a quick spring cleaning, but most of my big declutters are right before the new year. So I'm gonna do more perfumes, and I'm also gonna be doing makeup. You're gonna see this twice because we're gonna go through my room. Now, my last this or that declutter, I didn't really explain it as much because I was a little tipsy. So when I talk about this or that, they're not dupes of perfumes. They're just perfumes that fall in the same family. So they're definitely perfumes that don't smell like exactly the same, but to me they vibe similar. Because I know some people are like, I can justify owning both. I justify owning a lot of everything. My collection is huge. I might have like maybe too many caramel scents, and there's just one that I'm reaching over the other, and that's what I mean by this or that. So when I was like talking about fancy and then like Viva La Juicy Gold Couture, I'm not saying that they smell the same, but they're both caramel sweet scents. So which one of the two? And I did end up keeping one because my girl Takara gave me another amazing layering. But I've been layering these two to bed, which is Dolce & Gabbana's the only one with Gold Couture. But I did post up my Jessica Simpson. So I did let go of that one, but Gold Couture I got last year, as many people did, because of Jeremy Fragrance here. And again, it's just one that when I want something caramel sweet, I like to go for this or like my Victor and Rolf Bonbon. So that's why. But I do have one more caramel perfume that I'm letting go of, and a few like fruity florals, because again, I just have a lot of the same. First one up is just a very pretty, this is just a very pretty everyday scent. I really enjoy this. This is Love Struck by Vera Wang. And I actually got this one because of Emmy Ever After. And in her video, she mentioned that this perfume doesn't last, and it doesn't. And this perfume is one that I was like, well, if I don't like it, I'll use it as a room spray. But I don't really do that. So I'm hanging on to this for the bottle. But I like gaudy, over-the-top bottles. A lot of people don't. I do. This reminds me of Beetlejuice when Lydia has that ridiculous red dress. And I actually like set this in front of my book of recently deceased palette. And honestly, that's why I was keeping it. I was keeping it for that. And that's not a reason to keep this. It's still good. It's just one that doesn't last. So if you're one that doesn't mind a perfume that stays on for a few hours and you either have to top it off, this is a cheapie. But again, I don't mind having a large collection, but I want to keep perfumes I'm reaching for, even if I'm not reaching for it every day. I've had this one and I haven't reached for it. So this one is going. Okay, this one I enjoy a lot. But it reminds me of, this is a this or that. So these two perfumes in the opening do not smell the same. I actually love the opening of this perfume, and I'm okay with the opening of this one. This one has that Play-Doh note. But I am going to be letting go of one of these perfumes, because in the dry down, they're very similar. One's a little bit more, I would say, deep and a little bit more spicy, and that's what I enjoy. But I am going to be letting go of Alaya Blanche. I wear this perfume to bed. This is like a very beautiful bedtime scent. But I started wearing this one now that it's getting cooler, and what actually pushed me over the edge, I just love this comment. I was watching Anna Absolute, one of her, I don't know if it was a declutter video or a haul, I can't remember, but it was like back in October. And Kay Love Perfumes, her comment threw me. She had put, Alaya Blanche is like they took all of the life out of Hypnotic Poison, and that's what you're left with. And when I saw that, I was like, yeah. This one is definitely more sexy, more spicy, and this is one that the opening I'm not crazy about, but once it dries down, I do find it more of a sexy scent. And this is one that Dennis likes as well. So there's no reason for me to keep this one if I'm now reaching for this one. So I am going to be letting go of this one. So I'm letting go of these together. And I really like these two, but they're everyday, you know, fruity floral scents. One's a little bit more floral. This one is Prada Kiss, and one is Prada Floral, I believe it is. And then Prada Candy. Prada Candy is a nice caramel scent, but it's very perfumey to me. Like it's more of a perfume caramel scent. So if you like that style of caramel, you'll like this. I don't care for it. Yeah, it's more like, you know, you're wearing perfume. And then I just thought it would be cute to kind of let these go all together. These two I enjoyed, but again, they're like everyday scents that I have plenty of. So if someone could enjoy like these, then I figured I'd let those go together. Here's another this or that. I love both of these scents. And this is Eau de Melveges Blue, and then this is just the original, and I believe this is the Eau de Toilette. But I do find myself reaching for one over the other because one's a little bit more amber and one's just a little bit more fresh. But they're similar enough. Like, I get the DNA. This is the original. I get the DNA, but this one's a little bit more marine. And I've already said that this one's very nostalgic to me. This one reminds me of my grandfather. And for that reason, I reach for this one. They both have great staying power, but this one's longer. This one is one I'm ready to be done with the scent by the next day. And even after a shower, I smell it. So this is I don't want to say a powerhouse. This isn't like a powerhouse, but this has great longevity. So if you want a perfume that performs very, very well, I believe this is the Eau de Toilette, and this is ridiculous. I do not believe that in this case, the Eau de Parfum and the Eau de Toilette is on performance. I believe it really is that maybe the Eau de Parfum is more deeper of a scent, because even though this is a light, very pretty, ambery, kind of fresh scent, I smell this well after 10 hours, and I've taken shower and this still is like embedded in my skin. So even though they don't smell the same, when I'm looking for kind of like that golden hour, because that's when I enjoy this scent, I do prefer Olympia, the original. So that for that reason, I'm letting go of this one and I'm keeping this one. So these two aren't similar in the sense that they smell the same, but they're both kind of like suntanny smells to me. But this is more like suntan lotion, and this is more sunscreen on me. This comes off very creamy and coconut on other people, but on me, this is screechy sunscreen, and I just can't. And this is more of a smoother suntan. This one's still up on my chopping block, but I want to wait till the summer to see if I'll reach for this. But there's no sense in me having both of these, because to me they give off that same kind of vibe. So again, they don't smell the same, but to me they fall in the same family and what I would wear them for. So for that reason, I'm going to keep Curl Off Gold for now, and I am going to be letting go of DATURA NOIR. And I know that this was in a recent haul of mine, but I've had this perfume for over a month. That was a collective haul, by the way. A lot of my hauls are collective hauls, just so you know. So that was a collective haul, and I have had this perfume for a little over a month. I used a little bit of it. A little bit on me is enough to know that I don't care for this scent. So I'm gonna stop trying. I did try it out on a cooler day and I still didn't like it. So this one's going as well. And I'm gonna keep this one. So I actually don't have the perfume next to me, but this reminds me a lot of Passione. Actually, I have them. Let me go grab them. When I was smelling this, it reminded me of stuff that I had in my collection. So I started looking up notes, and these all have like the pink pepper, and they all have like the same florals, and I started testing them side by side. And I noticed that these two were very similar, but I preferred Passione. It doesn't smell a lot like the C perfumes, but there's still something about this that gives me the C line, the vibe. And I love the C line. I love C the original, C intense, and C rose signature 2. These two, I want to say they dry down to be the most similar when I was testing it out with these. But this was actually very different. This one I'm going to talk about more in an upcoming video. Actually, these two I'm going to be talking about more. So I'll go over this one more, but this one's definitely not similar. But these two are. So if you're in the market for either one, this one's a cheapie. This one also has better performance. So it's a cheapie and has great performance. This one also has great longevity, but it sits closer to the skin after like the 2-hour mark. But I prefer the scent of this one over this one. This one, again, it smells a lot like those pretty everyday scents that I smell in stores. And this one just, there's something about it that, again, gives me more of that C vibe that I want. So I did decide to stay with this one, and I'm going to be letting go of this one. So I recently got Lavandis Trianon. And you guys know that I've recently learned that I don't like overly dessert. So I know that this perfume was in my like current top favorites for fall. And when I filmed those, because a lot of the perfumes are newer to my collection, and I mentioned that, my mind could change. So I knew that I wanted to wear this for fall, and I've been wearing it for fall. That's how I learned that I don't like smelling like dessert, and that is Hypnos by Lancôme. If you like smelling like vanilla or vanilla cookies, I would definitely say pick this one up. This is one that when I saw reviews, some people picked up more of the florals. I pick up more of the vanilla, and it comes off sugary sweet. And I thought maybe in the cooler weather it would be something that I would find warm and cozy, but after a few hours I got tired of it, and that's how I learned. So I'm still giving my Lavandis, because I told you guys that after a few days I started picking up more of the lavender. And again, these do not smell the same at all, but they have more of that like cookie vibe. The lavender kind of balances Lavandis out, which is why I decided to give that one another try. And I'm gonna let go of this one because, again, after wearing it this fall, that's when I realized that I like sweet scents. I don't like overly foodie dessert scents. So I'm gonna be letting go of this one. And I'm finally letting go of Mugler's Aura. I've mentioned this in some of my other videos that I'm only keeping. I did a whole video, but I didn't like the way it came out. So I dressed up like Poison Ivy for one of my looks for Halloween, and it never came to light because it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. The makeup did, but not the rest of my costume. And I actually did Aura EDT versus the EDP, and I tested out both, and I did a whole video on it. My video's gone because, again, I just did not like the way my costume came out. So after testing out a sample of the Eau de Toilette versus the Eau de Parfum, I realized that I prefer the Eau de Toilette, which is a very everyday, again, fruity floral, but it's got a greenness to it. So I am going to let go of this one, and my Eau de Toilette is coming in the mail. I was keeping this for the bottle, so now I'm getting the bottle, but in a scent that I prefer. This is a root beer scent to me. The vanilla in here comes off very root beer on my skin, and I do not like it. So for that reason, I am going to let go of this one. And I still haven't decided if I'm going to keep this one. I like this for bedtime. This is up on my chopping block. I don't know if I'll declutter it or not. If I do, it'll be up on my Mercari. And this is another one. I love this scent. I've gone through a bottle of this already and repurchased it. This is a very sexy, like cool weather going out scent. And this is Calvin Klein Deep Euphoria. I hate the bottle. I hate the top. And I know it's dumb, but for that reason, I don't reach for this because it annoys me. I hate the packaging of this bottle. Like, I can't stand it. I don't get the packaging of this. And this is like not tight on here, but I love the scent. But I don't reach for it because it annoys me. Every time I go to use it, I hate looking at it, and it's a shame because I do like the juice. So I think if I found another little 1 ounce of it, I would probably pick that up. But this large bottle, this 3.4 bottle, I'm not gonna go through. I just know it. So I am gonna be letting go of that one. And I think that's it. Yeah. So those are more perfumes I'm gonna be letting go of. And anything else I'll just be posting up because I really went through my collection, and what I have now is pretty much what I'm gonna stay with. And then as I continue to collect and try out, you know, more niche, because I am planning on picking up more discovery sets so that I could start doing more niche reviews. I do want to go that route because I don't feel comfortable blind buying too many niche, because I do want to start adding more niche into my collection. I will always be a designer person. I am like the everyday consumer at heart. But yeah, guys, that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when I upload. Until next time, guys. Bye.